Like, really, you don't understand anything. I know what NVC is all about, okay? Could you just read the book or at least go to one of the workshops because I just can't take this anymore. I mean, I'm trying to create a good environment here and you don't even care, you don't even want to learn anything about NVC? My goodness. Oops. Does that sound familiar? For many of us, there are some doubts and we question whether learning NVC and living NVC will actually make a difference. Because what if I do it and I practice it to perfection and nobody else does around me? What's the point? I'm not going to make any difference. The environment is not going to be a friendly or a nicer one. And I'm not going to make any progress on what I want to make progress on. Well, actually, I disagree with that. NVC can be extremely useful even just for yourself. And I'll tell you why. There are 4 main reasons why I think NVC has really helped me so much, even if the outside world does not know anything about NVC. The first thing is that NVC gives us a tool for self-empathy. So whenever I'm dealing with situations and difficult comments and judgments or things that I perceive being criticisms, I can learn how to have self-empathy and take care of myself. And as we know, you cannot really help care for others and give others empathy if you don't have it with yourself. So that's a very, very short answer to the first one, which is self-empathy. The second reason is NVC teaches us, or taught me, how to deal with all these judgments and criticisms, blame, all of these difficult messages. It helped me deal with those and be almost unaffected by them. You know this familiar thing about, oh, you hurt me, he hurt you. Well, in NVC, that's not the case. So with NVC, we have a great tool that I really enjoy because I can then take almost any message from the outside world and also in politics, which sometimes at the moment can be difficult to look at and listen to. And I can actually be almost unaffected by it because I've learned how to take these messages. So even if the world out there is not learning NVC and not practicing NVC, I can still understand and I can still be calm with that with the situation and be unaffected. The third is actually that if you start practicing your own NVC with yourself through self-empathy and through trying to take these difficult messages in a constructive way, in a lively, in a life-full way, actually that will spread. It will contaminate. It will contage people around you. So little by little, even if they don't know anything about NVC, I think they will start opening doors, they will start opening their ears and their minds and their eyes and help you create that atmosphere that you were looking for. It's not a manipulation. It's not forcing them to or convincing them to read the last book or see those videos on NVC Academy. But it's really seeing how you deal with the situation, which means they can also now feel safe to deal with the situation in a maybe calmer or more constructive way. And then there's number 4. If none of the above works, if you cannot get at self-empathy, if you cannot manage to feel unaffected by what's going on around you, and you are not able to spread the calm, at least you get a lot of practice. So every person out there not knowing NVC, shouting at you, criticizing you, blaming you, will always give you an opportunity to practice. So we can be better and better giraffes, and that's really what I love about this practice. So I can really do this practice on my own, learn NVC, and it will really help my life so much better. So even if you don't know NVC, I can still take your comments because I really know how to deal with it and I have got the tools to be calm. And of course I would say that in a different way, now knowing NVC. Thank you. See you soon.